Good evening, everyone. Ayan, sige, start na tayo, no? Um, Tingnan natin. Yan. So, again, welcome sa ating Web Design Essentials, a simple beginner's guide for freelancers. And so, nakita ko naman yung iba, maraming aspiring, meron din tayong mga season freelancers kasi usually yun naman talaga yung audience natin, no? So if you are in that situation na you are looking for work as a freelancer, you want to venture, you want to jump, ayan. So this is the free webinar for you. Or if you are an existing virtual assistant na, ayan, mga existing freelancers, mga experience kasi usually pag general VE ka, well, the term general, di ba? You are a generalist and you want to niche down, or sabihin natin, mas pasimplihin natin, you want to become more of a specialist. Kasi alam naman natin, ang pagiging specialist is mas malaki ang income niyan. 'Di ba? Binabayaran yung specialization niyan as a person, sa freelancer. Kaya talagang magandang ano siya, magandang venture na to niche down na, to specify what you do more, kung ano man yung ano mo, napili mong niche. Teka, stop ko muna yung video para mas focus tayo. Then, next is, yon. So, dito sa ating free web design webinar na live, so let me guide and inspire you about three things. Diba? Unang-una is yung good web design core principles. Number two, why building a portfolio matters? Bakit nga ba kailangan? Hindi naman kailangan, but rather, bakit kailangan pa rin? Kasi there are some freelancing community naman na sinasabi kahit wala kang portfolio. Well, yes, that's definitely true na pwede ka naman talaga magka-client kahit wala kang portfolio, ganto, ganyan. But again, as a designer, nasa creative industry tayo, no? And it's one of the most important aspect na pwede nating gawin, 'di ba? Na kailangan as a web designer or even a graphic designer, 'di ba? Kasi kung ikaw nga naman yung business owner or employer, 'di ba? Yun din yung tatanungin mo eh, 'di ba? Hihingian mo rin sila eh. What mates, ano lang ha, let's maximize yung ating chat. So if you want to say something or if you have any questions, yan, feel free lang. I would be happy to answer. I'll do my best. Ayan, sige. Number three, how to find and attract clients. Ayan. Alam naman natin that ang point A ng ating journey is, 'di ba, to be a freelancer, freelance business owner, online business owner, 'di ba? So ano yung point B ng journey natin? Ang point B ng journey natin is yung goal natin. So unang-una is to have more flexibility, time for the family. Yan naman yung mga common eh. At ito naman, yung isa is, syempre, yung income. Di ba? Ayan. Sige. And later, we have more bonus resources na isi-share ko sa inyo para at least ma-resolve natin yung mga ano na yan, yung mga doubts, mga questions sa isip natin. Yan. Next is, next ko lang. Ayun. So again, pakilala ako ulit. I'm Anthony, the founder of Website Academy PH. So 2 years na po tayo dito sa ano na to, sa field na to. And prior founding this, I'm, well, technically a web designer and a tech savvy guy. And I'm a former IT specialist in the corporate world for almost 10 years. So before ako nag full-time freelancing, magko 4 years na ako sa freelancing eh. So tawag dito, 10 years ako. So meron po tayong experience technically, no? Medyo ginawa ko lang general yung IT specialist pero nag-start ako as technical support. Kung saan-saan kasi ako napadpad eh until such time doon sa 8 years ko na work is doon ako talaga tumagal. So yung last job ko was I'm an IT network and security yan. And before nag-web design din talaga ako. Ayan. So yun, sabi nga ni Presi, almost 20 years po sa IT infra yun. Si infra, nasa ano siya, nasa back end. Ayun, sige. So, yung number three, ito naman eh, I am on a mission to help aspiring freelance web designers and nga transform their passion into a profitable career through, syempre, of course, through web design. Ayan. So, yun naman yung gusto nating ano, no, ma-achieve actually. And every time na nakikita ko yung mga results ng mga students, and nakakatuwa, no? That we were able to produce students, were able to have more income, more flexibility. Nagme-message sa kanya, mga ganito, ganyan. Ayan, coach, ganyan. I was able to close, I was able to have more time with my family, and kasi yun naman talaga yung ating point B ng journey, ang goal natin as a freelancer. Yan, portfolio na share ko lang. Yan. Ito yung mga, actually, these are only few testimonials lang naman. Hindi ko naman mauubos yung mauubos yung oras natin. And just showing this, just to let you know why you should listen to me. Yun lang naman yun, di ba? Ayan. So, and many more. So before we start, let me share this with you. Are you ready, guys? Swapmates? If you are ready, can you type R para at least alam ko naman na you are still actively listening or watching, and mas maganda, 'di ba? Ayan. Ang bilis, ang bilis. Nasanay kasi ako pag sa sa Facebook Live kasi may delay lagi eh. Ayan, so sabi ni Prezi R, ready? Si Joselito daw R. Alvin Pante R, si JD, ready. Joanna, ready. Di ba? Ayan, at least alam ko, nandiyan kayo. Si Krisha, tama ba? Kriza. Ayan. Ready siya. Si Maricel, ready. Si Jess R. Ayan, sige. So before tayo fully start sa ating topic is, let's know what is the difference nga ba between web design and web development. Ito yung one of the most common questions na tinatanong lalo sa mundo ng freelance. Iba-iba kasi pag sinabing web design, ganito, web development, lalo dito pag may if I have sa mga experience ko sa mga local clients, no, when business owners, yung mga small to medium, when we say web design, ang impression lagi is pati development kasama na. Ayan. 'Di ba? So, iba yung you need to educate yung mga ganong prospects talaga. So, there's a big difference technically. Yan. So, yung web design and web development, ito nga, sabi nga natin, is often overlap and nakaka-confuse siya. Some people do both. So, meron din naman, lalo kung nagsisimula ka pa lang, uh, you're going to do both. You're going to be a web designer, and at the same time, you're also going to be a web developer. So, pag sinabi nating web design, aesthetics and functionality ng user experience. So, aesthetics, the keyword itself yan, di ba? It's the design. And functionality, dive deep tayo ng konti. So, pag sinabi namang web development, so refers to the work with the client-side code. O, sino dito nakakaalam ng mga languages ng mga HTML, CSS, etc. So, ito yung mga client-side code na to is we're taking the design created and building a fully functional website. Yan. May mga ba dito, mga nag-aral ba ng mga basic HTML dito and CSS sa school nila before? And meron ba? Para at least alam natin. Yan. Yan, si Presi, yep. Actually, parang tinuturo na nga to sa elementary eh. Double check ko nga yung curriculum ng mga anak ko. No? Kasi I have a son and daughter, isang grade 7, grade 3. Ayan. Kasi yung grade 3 ko may robotics eh. Oo. So, ayun. Mapmates, paano lang ha, i-mute ko lang yung iba. So, if you want to answer, ayan. Maximize lang natin yung ating chat box para Kasi may napa-unmute ata kanina. Teka, check ko lang ha. Narisa, please unmute na lang, pasuyo. Yan. Ito si Claudette nga, bootstrap pa. So, just to give you context, I started my journey during college pa. So, nag-started Notepad. Nung college ko, doon ko na-discover actually. So, sabay siya nung Cisco sa networking ko. IT networking not the networking na typical na kung open-minded ka ba or no. Yan. So, nag-start ako yan. Notepad, HTML, pinag-aaralan ko nung college. Tapos, nag-Adobe Dreamweaver tayo. Ayan. So, then, so and so forth. Then, nakita ko yung development. Ang galing. Doon pumasok yung no-code development. Anyway, ayun. So, at least may nagko-comment naman. So, let's have a simple car analogy, no? Para mas maintindihan natin yung difference ng dalawa. Yun. So, itong web design, so pag sinabi nating it is the car's looks on the inside and outside, ito yung aesthetics eh. Tapos yung sa user experience, how it feels like, and yung the overall experience sa paggamit mong sasakyan. And tignan naman na natin, pag sa web development naman natin siya kinumpare, so ito yung mga hidden parts sa loob. So like the engine, transmission, and everything else na hindi mo nanonotice pero ginagamit natin. Sa mga nagde-drive dyan. Okay? So nagagets ba yung simple analogy doon sa may mga ano? So technically magkaiba siya ha. Iba ang designer. Eventually pag naging freelancer ka na tapos may mga clients ka na lalo pag napasok ka sa isang digital marketing or creative agency, magkaiba yung designer sa developer. Ayan. So, like recently, may nakakolab ako na from my network na binigay na sa akin agad yung mock-up, binild ko na lang sa WordPress and Elementor. Yan. So, mga ganong cases. Alright? Yan. Diyan pa ba kayo, Wapmates? Yan. Ayan. So, in any case, etong kotse na to is won't work without them, yung designer and developer. So, they need to go together. It could be one person doing both web design and development. Ito, lalo pag ikaw nag-start ka na freelancer, ganito talaga yung magiging situation. Or a team working together to achieve the goal. Ayan. Ito yung experience ko lately. Magkaiba siya. Actually, nung nagsisimula din ako lalo sa Upwork, meron nga, mock-up lang din ang ginagawa ko, design lang eh. Ayan. So, let's go. So, naku-curious na ba kayo kung sana naku-curious kayo, no? Yan. Diyan pa ba kayo? Yan. So, ito na. You want to pursue web design, kaya lang, you have these questions in mind. Yan. Number one, paano ba ako magsisimula? How can I start a career in freelance web design? Yan na. So, number two, ito na. Do I need to be highly creative, techie, or know how to code? Kailangan ba meron ka experience sa part na yon? Ito yung mga common eh. So, ano ba, then, ito pa, ano ba yung mga essentials or important skills na kailangan to become a successful web design freelancer? Ano ba yung mga tools and software? Ito, common din to kasi technicality ang pinag-uusapan natin eh. Should I learn for web design work? Where can, ito na. So, pag nasagot na yung apat na yan, ito na, where can I find clients for freelance projects? Diba? Siyempre, kaya ka nag-aaral is para kumita. Diba? Yun naman eh. Yun naman yung naging ano natin eh. Ang goal natin sa freelance web designer, di ba? And at the same time, ito importante yung mates, no? It's not just about the skill, but malaking part din dito ang mindsetting. If you are not open-minded with things, you're not patient, diba? You're not understanding, baka hindi ka dito sa freelancing. But it requires a lot of discipline once you are doing freelance. Diba? Motivation, yes, importante yan. But it's really the discipline. Diba? Lalo kung ikaw ay nasa corporate and you're going to transition to full-time freelancing. Well, yes, yung mga nakikita natin ng mga success, lalo sa mga students ko, no, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And so gusto ko lang din naman i-share na this is a roller coaster journey. Diba? So tignan nyo, if you think after the end of this webinar, nag-resonate sa inyo, naging valuable sa inyo, then go, ituloy nyo. But it will not be easy. But again, it's super worth it, 'di ba? Hindi ko naman ipagpapalit yung 10 years ko na full-time work, and that time I have 2 kids and buntis si misis. By the way, yan, magti 3 years old na yung anak ko, yung pangatlo. 'Di ba? Yun lang. Just to give you a reason if this is for you. So, I want to share this. Did you know na ang design has rules, techniques, and guidelines like any other skill. You just have to follow them. All right? And ito pa, don't let your tools rule your designs. So, hindi porket nag-aral ka ng Canva, Photoshop, or Figma is designer ka na agad-agad. Well, yes, if you're able to create your portfolio, ganyan. Kasi alam naman natin ang Canva, napakadaling gamitin in terms of design. Siguro sa akin, sa level ko, pero Canva is a very good tool to start if you want to learn designing. Kasi because it has many features in terms of, yung, itong gustong-gusto ko yun, mga templates eh. Diba? It makes the workflow faster and easier. Yan. Figma, yan. Photoshop, ayan. Alam mo naman natin na ang Photoshop is nakaka-intimidate madalas, lalo pag hindi ka sanay. Yan. Design is a mental skill. Mental skill siya. So creativity is not only about the artistic aspect, pero yung perspective natin, yung sa view. So it involves looking at things in a different way. Yun. Okay. Hindi na po free si Canva. Oh, naka-pro kasi ako sa Canva. I might double check yan. Double check that. Ayan. So, thank you for for informing. So, ready na ba kayo ulit? Yan, round 2 ng ready. Sige. Para alam ko nakikinig pa rin kayo. At hindi naman ako hindi ako mukhang nag-iisa. Yan. So, hopefully you are ready again. Natuloy-tuloy na tayo. Yan. Again, maximize nyo yung questions, yung thoughts nyo. If you have key takeaways right away, share nyo lang sa ating chat box. I'll do my best and would be more happy to answer yan, yung mga questions nyo. Okay? Yan. So sila JD, sila Alvin, Joselito again, Joel Rivera, Joanna, nandito. Right. Simulan natin yung good web design core principles. So meron tayong 4 na itatakal dito. We have the layout, typography, colors, and images. Let's start with layout. And sa layout, meron tayong alignment and grid, visual hierarchy, proximity. I have a hero section here. Medyo hindi lang visible yung sa... kita naman pala. Sa tingin nyo, what's wrong with this here? Hero section is the upper part of the website. So cover siya ng above the fold. Most commonly makikita mo siya once you landed to a website. Yan. Hero section. Sa taas yung header section. Yung may logo, navigation, menu. Yan. Sige, Wapmates, can you chat what's wrong with this? Wala? Tama naman siya. Everything okay with this design? Nahirapan ba? Di naman. Yeah. Walang logo, okay. Again, ang first topic natin ay layout. Yan. Sige. O siya. Eto. If we're going to have a ruler and going to point this, you're going to notice that yung mga elements are not properly aligned. Sa navigation menu, yung may portfolio about services, hindi consistent yung spacing ng bawat elements. Tapos, ayan, actually naka-middle siya. Yung headline, paragraph, ayan. But, if we're going to do this, have you noticed the difference from this to this? Ayan. Okay. So, I'll give you another scenario. Ayan. Oh, sorry. Ano pala? If we're going to have this, susukatin natin. Ayan. Tapos yung mga distance ng portfolio about service, di ba? Pantay na siya. Right? So this is the scenario that I'm talking about. It's like comparing this clean workstation. Ayan. Sino ba yung mga OC dito or ano? Kasi ako talaga medyo OC ako eh. Nahihirapan ng productivity ko pag ganito. It's like comparing that to that. Okay? Yan. Medyo, well, minsan, yes, yung ex, nangyayari yan kasi I have 3 kids eh. Siyempre, magugulo yung mga yun. Pero hanggat maaari, if I can find time, well, I always find time to clean up my workstation. Yan. So, yung alignment na pinag-uusapan natin, and sabi ni Joel Rivera, organize kayo. Well, may mga iba naman akong kilala actually is they are very productive naman or creative when magulo. May mga ganun eh. So, iba-iba. So, at yung perspective ko actually, mas nandun ako sa left side sa tama. Okay. So, yung alignment. So, tingnan nyo, just a simple alignment can make something look design or good design. On the other hand, yung misalignment will make it look bad. Diba? Kahit hindi ka designer, sasabihin ng mata mo na, uy, ang gulo niyan, 'di ba? Meron naman tayo kanina tinawag na grid. So, design organization achieves consistency. So, sa spacing, alignment, and visual hierarchy by arranging visual elements and typography. So, kita niyo yung mga distance ng mga elements yan. 20px is pixel. Consistent siya. If we're going to compare that on the left side, hindi siya consistent. 'Di ba? Again, kahit hindi ka designer, masasabi mong mali siya. May something. Okay? So, I'm going to give an example. Yan. By the way, guys, this is Figma. So, this is free. Teka. Isin ko dito. May ko muna dito. This is Figma. This is what we're going to use na in terms sorry, napasilip ako dun sa chat. Ayan. If may ginagawa ko kasi actually yung homepage ng Website Academy PH, no. Yung alignment na sinasabi natin. Well, Wapmates, ang Figma po ay free. So you don't have to just have to sign up, use your Google, ayan. This is our main design tool for web design, 'di ba? Okay lang naman kung nagka-Canva ka, you can also use Canva. But if you want to have a more advanced approach in doing design, actually madali siya eh. Parang sabihin natin, iba pa rin yung learning curve ng Photoshop. So learning Figma is like mas mahirap ng konti. Pero still, once you get the hang of it, hindi siya kasing ano pa rin, mas complicated pa rin gamitin si Photoshop. And besides, ang Photoshop is iba naman talaga ang purpose niya, 'di ba? It's more of ano 'yun? Photo manipulation. 'Yun naman talaga. Kaya lang syempre alam niyo naman sa mundo sa time ngayon with the AI yan. Ang dami ng possibilities. Okay? So, the way na pag tinignan niyo 'to, pag inactivate ko yung ating grid system, na this is more aligned for Elementor kasi eh. If you're going to notice, up to, di ba consistent siya, mapapansin niyo. Kita ba, Wapmates? Yan. 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 Diba? O, diba? Kita niyo yung magagawa ng isang grid system. Lalo kung nagsisimula ka, napaka-importante nito. Yeah. Alright. Yan. Sana na-appreciate nyo yung ating yung Figma sample. Yun. Okay? Next. Visual hierarchy. Ayan. So pag sinabi nating visual hierarchy, this is organizing elements by importance, aids, and digesting information as we can only concentrate on one thing at a time. If you're going to look at your finger at nag-focus ka doon, so for example, yung pointing finger mo, yan, tinaas mo ganun, di ba? Di ba pag nag-focus ka doon sa daliri mo, everything is going to be blurred or lalo pag nilalapit mo yung daliri mo, 'di ba? So, visual hierarchy. So, as you're going to notice here, number 1, image, number 2, yung headline, 3, paragraph, then we have the primary call to action button, then yung ghost call to action button natin. So, typical to visual hierarchy. Okay? Kasi kesa dito, if we're going to compare that on the left side, 'di ba? Kalat-kalat siya. Pero naman tayong tinatawag na proximity. So when we say proximity, grouping similar elements together and separating the similar ones is important for mas ma-achieve natin yung effective na visual communication. Visual hierarchy rin. So dito, pansin nyo yung navigation menu natin na portfolio, di ba? Since it's a navigation menu, dapat magkakalapit sila. Kasama yung call to action. And since this is the headline, paragraph text, and the call to action buttons, yan. So that's how you do it. Combined with the visual hierarchy, then proximity. Yan, bang. And I just want to say na ito naman talaga yung reality that although yung mga most design rules can be broken, it must be done intentionally. Without thoughtful consideration, breaking design rules can result in poor design. So if you're just starting out, I highly recommend to follow the rules first. Then once you master the rules, yung mga foundation, doon mo siya i-break. Kasi doon mo na may explain why I did this, why I intentionally do that, di ba? Yun. Any questions so far? Kasi typography na tayo. All good, Wapmates? And para alam ko naman. Yan. So, next is typography. So, we have yung mga categories, spacing, height, font weights. So, let's start with the typeface categories. And so, yan. I would highly appreciate if you're still following and buti naman. So, yung typeface actually has a personality. Actually, ito yung naging topic ko nung nakaraan ng mga short form videos na dinadissect natin. So, there are certain classifications that each falls under. Meron tayong tinatawag na serif, sans serif, display, handwriting, and this may typography typographical error, handwriting. Yan. So pag check niyo yung fonts.google.com doon yan, mas ma-appreciate niyo yung mga categories na yun. So ito halos dito lang iikot when you are just starting out, dito iikot ang category. Serif, sans serif. Yan. Actually, lagi kong tinatanong to, anong sa tingin niyo biggest difference ng dalawa? Yung dalawang category. Yan. Anyone can answer? Yun. Sige. Anong difference? If you are following our community or page, for sure alam niyo yung difference. And anyone? Wala? Sige. Going once, going twice. Ayan. Sige, sirit na. Wala. Wala sumasagot. Ayan. Those tails on the letter are called serifs. So sa French kasi, pag sinabi nating sans, it means without. So sans serif means without serif. Kita niyo yung buntot, 'di ba? Ayan. Any questions? So far wala naman. Yan, sige, bibilisan ko na ng konti kasi hindi ko na napansin yung oras. So why important? Yung pagpili ng personality is important as choosing the right outfit for the right occasion. So 'di ba? Pupunta ka ba sa isang fine dining na ang suot mo is ganito on the right side? 'Di ba hindi? Yan. So, ano lang, binibigyan ko lang ng context yung personality sa font. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong bright wall typeface. Yan, yung Merry Christmas, it's a bright wall typeface font. So, why is this the case? Kasi, etong script font na to with yung mga thin letters and subtle accent lines, it's an elegant typeface na perfect for holiday designs. Yan. Dito, magkaroon tayo ng konting comparison ulit. Yan. Meron namang Bodoni typefaced on the left side. So, it would be an excellent fit for this page. Classic looking typeface. It looks serious, strict, and fancy yet modern sa kanan. Diba? Gumamit tayo ng mas elegant. Diba? Letter spacing. Ito madalas ginagamit sa mga caption. It is a property that increases or decreases the space between characters in a text. So we can set it very wide to produce an effect or even make it very tight. So diskarte yan. Right? Ito, line height. This is a common situation challenge. Lalo pag nagsisimula pa lang. So the spacing between the lines of text, giving more height will make it more readable for the audience. But if it's too close to each other, reading might become a problem. So depende talaga sa font or sa typeface ang pag-assign kung anong number ng line height. So ito yung totoo Website visitors tend to scan text rather than read it. They are just scanning for keywords ito naman talaga yung and phrases to find what they're looking for or decide if the website is relevant for them altogether. Okay? Yan, sige, check natin. Meron din font weight. I know most of you are already familiar with this, with the light, regular. May mga numbers pa yan eh. Kasi pag regular, 400. Semi-bold is 500. Ayan. Extra bold, heavy, skinny hairline, and so on. Pro tip. So pag pumipili kayo ng typefaces for your projects, there is one important rule to remember. First, for each project, just use more than 2 typefaces and just make sure na magkaiba sila, yung dalawa na yun. Bakit? Kasi ang paggamit nito is, or because using too many fonts is overwhelming. Simple as that. All right. Yan. Are you still there, Wapmates? I'm not sure, parang parang something happened. Are you still there? Yan. Pwede bang pa-double? Ayan, okay, sige, sige. Si Catherine, yes po, Alvin. Yan. Thank you for confirming. So may nag-ano sa window ko sa kabila eh. Yan. Next, colors. Okay, ayun, may tanong na si Joselito. Pwede din po ba ito magawa sa GHL? Ayan, just to give you context, Swapmates, and GHL is Go High Level. This is a funnel or landing page website builder. Yes, ang core concepts or core principles ng design is applicable in general sa web design. 'Di ba? Ang pinag-aaralan natin dito is it's for developing your mental skill. Your pati yung mata ay training din to. Okay? At first, if you want to I highly suggest you mimic or you copy, get inspirations from your mga inspirational sites, mga Pinterest and ganyan, kunyari. Yan. Ganyan, ayan. So si Kriza, yan, yes po. Okay? So colors start let's go back. Color psychology, color schemes, accessibility, and color contrast. Ayan. Let's define ang colors can make or break any design. So we are attracted to the colors that we like, na gusto natin, and quite turned off away by those that we don't. So ano ibig sabihin nun? So be it web design or other products like bags, clothing, food, etc. So we might see the best design product, but if you don't like the color, we're not buying it. Totoo ba ito, Wapmates? Like ako, for example, nung namimili ako ng lagi kong consideration sa appliances yung black. Ayan, so, sabi ni Prezi, yep, Joel, di ba? Minsan kahit sabihin mo, may appliances na, for example, white siya, maganda yung specs, kaya lang white. Ang binili ko pa rin yung black. Kasi, well, ganun, di ba, sa bag, yan, mga clothes ng mga babae. Yan, normal yan, di ba? Ayan, na-confirm na nga nila kanina. So we have color psychology. So understanding this is essential in web design since colors evoke particular emotions and associations in users. Kanina, di ba yung font personality? Yan. So hindi ko na-explain to, ang dami nito. But the common colors kasi yung red, blue, green. Yan. So you can search more sa Pinterest, sa Google, yung mga color psychology. Like kung nando ka sa stage na gumagawa ka na ng branding mo, yan, social media, nag-optimize ka or ng website mo, check mo muna yung color psychology. Okay? Even pwede nyo rin i-research yung mga color psychology ng mga logo ng mga McDonald's, di ba? Alam naman natin pula usually, ano yan eh, sa pagkain eh, di ba? Jollibee, ayan. Anyway, ayan, share ko lang. So unlike any other creative work, colors can't really be owned by anyone. So yun nga, sabi ko nga, di ba? So designers borrow colors from each other all the time. Wala nagmamayari ng pink, ng blue, ng red, ng orange. Diba? Kahit anong gamitin mo for your branding or for your projects, personal projects, okay lang yan. So we have color schemes. So choosing the right color scheme is important in web design to improve yung visual appeal. So ito yung common, di ba? Actually, parang tinuturo to sa ano eh. Sa ba yun? Sa MAPE. Anyway, monochromatic, analogous, tama ba yung pronunciation ko? Complementary. Yan. Color schemes, importante yan. So, ito yung ina-apply ko madalas. The 60-30-10 rule. So, ito, medyo mas specific siya na framework for applying those colors in terms of proportion. So, this will help harmonize your color scheme and will and make a well-balanced interface design. So, pag for example, gumamit ako ng WordPress Elementor, usually, before you do design, actually, prior pa lang, design stage, you have to define na yung primary, secondary, tsaka yung accent that you're going to use for the background text button as much as possible. Kasi paano kung marami palang pages yan, ang hirap mag-adjust pa isa-isa. So you have to define the styles. Yan. So for example here, yung kanina, yung Figma ko dito, on the right side, yan. So dyan umiikot yung aking mga kulay. Ewan ko lang ba't nabawasan to. So may blue ako, may dark green, and wala yung orange ko. Baka nagalaw ko kanina. Yan. So, yun yung sinasabi ko. Right? 60-30-10 rule. Marami ba nakakaalam nun, yung 60-30-10 rule na yun? So, pro tip, so simplify nyo lang yung search nyo for a balanced color palette by using color generators. Here are some popular options. Bigay tayo ng sample, colors. Colors. If you're going to go to colors.co and just have, you can start the generator or explore trending palettes. Ano na yan? Ayos na yung mga yan. Okay? Yan. Para at least mas ma-appreciate nyo. Pro tip number 2, designers often, and ito yung sinasabi ko nina actually, often find inspiration by borrowing colors and images from each other, making one of the best ways to discover great colors. For example, I'm going to, Pinterest ako actually na napapadalas ngayon eh. So, nyari maghahanap ako ng, bago kayo urong dyan sa kabilang window. So, nag-research ako ng, for portfolio web design. Ang gusto ko kasi sa Pinterest Swapmates is that when you click something, ang ganda ng mga related results niya. Diba? So, for example, I want to, wow, ang ganda nung, yung pagka-red niya. So, I have a Chrome extension which is called Colorzilla. Going to use this. Ako na. Yung hex code. Yan. Then, pwede ko nang copyhin yan. Again, if you're just starting out, all you have to do is to copy muna, get inspiration before eventually you're going to have your own style. Yan. Ganyan talaga sa umpisa. So ito nangyayari talaga to sa mga clients. So madalas we don't get to choose our own colors for the project kasi ang mga business owners already has a brand. Ano yan compare sa mga, well, case to case kung startups yan, right? Yan. Accessibility and color contrast. So designing websites that are accessible to all users, including those with visual impairments, is important. So para mag-guarantee natin na legible against background colors yung Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, yung WCAG, suggest color contrast recommendation. Ito common problem to Wapmates. So if I'm going to go again to colors. Teka lang Saan na ba yan? Wala sa history ko. Manual ko na lang. Contrast checker. Yan, para mas ma-appreciate nyo. Yan, sinasabi niya, dinedefine niya, kaya kunyari may, yan. Sabi niya sa contrast, very poor, small text, pangit din siya, 1 star lang pag large text. But ang gusto ko dito kay colors.co kasi yung iba wala siyang click to fix. Like adjust text color and okay na. 4 stars and very acceptable na yan. Or background color, yan. Kunyari baguhin ko ulit yung background, no. May natin. Yan. If I'm going to click to fix, adjust background ko, yan. So nag-a-adjust na siya. All right? Yun. Next. Yan, to ensure inclusivity and comply with yung sa accessibility standards. So designers need to pay attention to color contrast ratios while designing websites. Pwede i-check lagi. If you're not sure with the website you are designing or building, always check the contrast checker. Images, selection and quality, optimization and performance, overlays, photo cropping, rule of thirds. Bilisan lang natin. So photos are something you'll be dealing with a lot as a web designer. It's a major ingredient to making beautiful designs as they can greatly impact a website's aesthetics, engagement, and user experience. So on many attractive websites, you'll see the beauty mainly coming from the well-chosen photo. With the right photo and the well-placed typography, you can achieve truly stunning results or simplify it to make it beautiful. Okay. So they can greatly impact a website's aesthetics, engagement, and user experience. So eventually, diba, syempre at the end of the day naman, ang website kailangan ng leads and sales. Image selection and quality. So designers need to select high quality relevant photos that align with the website's purpose and audience. So this includes considering factors such as yung mga, syempre, resolution. Naman yun naman, panahon ngayon. Image dimensions and file formats to ensure fast loading times without compromising image quality. So it's also essential to secure proper licensing or permissions for any images used to avoid copyright issues. So popular options are Unsplash, Pexels, and Pix. Actually, marami pa to kung tutuusin. And para lang mas ma-appreciate nyo, punta tayo sa unsplash.com. Pag tumingin kayo dito ng mga pictures, yan, malalaman nyo yan. Marami dyan. Just have to, actually, this is free. Meron din silang plus. But sa free lang, maganda na to start. Okay? Optimization and performance. So web designers optimize images for web use by compressing images without sacrificing quality. Using responsive image techniques and ma-employ din yung lazy loading. Alam niyo naman, kailangan talaga ang website hindi lang kailangan maganda, kailangan mabilis din siya. Speed matters, sabi nga nila. So optimize images, improve site performance, enhance user experience, and boost search engine rankings. Yan, para nagra-rank siya sa Google, right? Overlays. So an impactful photo can improve a design, but there is an issue with the composition of the image below. Sige, Wapmates, anong problema sa image na to? Sa photo na to? Anyone? Still there? Diyan pa ba kayo? Pwede kayo magtubig kung ano, can take breaks. Sabi ni Alvin, unreadable paragraph. O, yung iba. Triza, unreadable. Font is not that readable and overwhelming the text. Yes, tama kayo? So, there is not enough contrast between the background and all these objects on top of them. Ang baba ng contrast that most text is completely unreadable. Kanina, di ba, diniscuss natin ang typography? Readability matters. At the end of the day, hindi naman talaga sila nagbabasa but readability. And again, this is a hero section. Yan. So, ang ginawa, nag-dark overlay tayo para mas makita na siya. Hindi lang masyadong ma-appreciate kasi maliit yung image. Meron naman tayong tinatawag na photo cropping. So, this is more focused on the most important part of any being, their face and especially their eyes. So, this makes a shot more intimate. Yan. Extreme cropping tayo. Meron din naman soft cropping na tinatawag. So gradually fades away. This is usually done by adding a fading overlay on top of the image. So the result looks fantastic. Yun. Rule of thirds, one of my favorite. Yan. Lalo nung nagpo-photography pa ako. Ito na nga yan. Movie makers and photographers use this technique. If you divide the screen into 3 equal parts, both vertically and horizontally. Explain pa natin. The intersection of those lines will be the visually most interesting spot to place your subject. So that's also what a non-photographer, di ba pag nagpa-picture ka, usually do, or a non-designer, he would grab a camera, tutok niya sa object, and medyo boring kasi yung yung itsura. So if you're going to apply the rule of thirds, if you're going to place your subject off center, nagkakreate siya ng tension. Hindi siya unexpected, pero it looks intentional, di ba? Again, intentional. Like there's a specific hidden reason but behind this, and we want to know what it is. Nagkikreate din siya ng tension, curiosity, and diba? That's the rule of thirds. Question so far before we proceed to why building a portfolio matters. And none? No questions? Sige. Again, you can ask questions along the way. I would be more happy to answer it. Number 1, showcasing your skills and expertise, building credibility and trust, networking, and opportunity. So medyo i-squeeze lang natin to kasi if we're going to discuss this is a very long topic, pati yung susunod. But isa-shortcut lang natin just for you. So showcasing your skills and expertise. A portfolio highlights your best work, showcasing your skills and expertise in a visual and tangible way. So rather than just na sasabihan mo yung mga potential clients mo what you're capable of, showcasing your skill through a portfolio with real examples. The more specific na industry or niche or market, the better it can help you position yourself as an expert at mas mag-stand out ka from the competition. Gets? Yan. Gets ba, Wapmates? Gets ba? Yung sa ano? Yung importance ng portfolio. Yan. Sige. So, next is building credibility and trust. So, in the creative, and so sabi ni Joel Capian, thank you, thank you. The creative industry, alam naman natin, trust is everything, kahit sa ibang aspect din naman, di ba? It's a big word, okay? Portfolio provides a proof of your capabilities and achievements. At least, hindi naman kailangan sobrang ganda ng portfolio mo agad. Lalo kung nagsisimula ka pa lang. Walang problema doon. A strong portfolio showcases your quality of work, creative process, and past success, instilling confidence and building credibility in your brand or skill. Diba? Yun. So, next is networking and opportunities. So, isang magandang portfolio can help you leave a lasting impression on potential clients. Importante yan. Mga future collaborators mo and creative agencies, mga digital marketing agencies, making it a valuable networking tool. Kaya you'll never know what meets. Diba? If you have time, you can practice, create, diba? Portfolio, walang problema. So having a complete portfolio readily nabubulol ako available can increase your chances of success in landing a job or project, demonstrating your dedication and readiness to dive into new challenges. Ito. So, tatanong sa akin, Coach, what to do if still have no experience? Wala po akong experience. Si President, nag-try po ako e-commerce, Shopify, kaso inaaral ko, di na ako naka-move on. Ayan, sabi ni Presi. Gana, paano nga, ito, tatanong lagi sa akin to, Coach, paano po pag wala pang experience? You can create, ito yung sagot ko dyan, you can create personal projects. Begin by working on personal projects or concept art na tinatawag that align with your interests and career goals. So these could be kind of websites, design concept, or any creative work that showcases your skills. Ayun na, kikreate ka na ng personal projects. Kaya lang, syempre, kailangan mo ng tools. If you want to do this, sign up ka kay Figma. Yung Canva, yan hindi ako, actually, nagulat din ako doon na hindi na pala siya totally free. If you want to dive agad sa no-code development, you can go to system.io. Ito, online to, what means? This is free. I have a paid account, but you can start with the template. Building na agad But again, I highly suggest if you really want to sharpen your skill, build your foundation as a designer. Pwede ka mag-Canva. Okay, highly recommend Figma talaga. WordPress, ito na. Ang WordPress, the software itself is free.org, but you need a hosting. So, ang remedyo natin dyan is you need to install local. If you're going to search local sa Google, local WP, para ma-install mo si WordPress and Elementor, para ma-appreciate mo siya. Ayan, free din tong this is a development tool, software. You have to download for free, install. Teka, open ko nga yung ano ko. Nasaan ba yung... Nag-clear kasi ako sa local... Tama ba yung na-open ko? Teka. Dahil lang Wapmates Na-enter ko kagad Dala. Saan na ba yung local WP ko na app? Ito. Ito yan. Nag-clear kasi ako. Ayan. Ayan. So, ganyan siya. Pag nag-create ka, yan. Actually, next lang siya. Seamless ang pag-create ng WordPress dito. Parang ano to parang ako, if I'm going to recommend, yan, pwede kayo mag-start ng local. Pero kung nagmamadali talaga kayo, system.io mabilis. But if you want to dive deep, local, gamit ka local WP, mag-WordPress ka, mag-Elementor ka na page builder, yung explore mo siya. Kahit anong turo ko dito, if you're not going to take action to do this, it's useless. Okay? So, I highly recommend that you take action and apply natin lahat ng mga tinuro natin. Alright? Sorry, may mga tao pala sa waiting room. Natin yung iba. Ayan. Sabi ni Prezi, ito po yung domain ko and smart. Sige, check ko yan mamaya. Tapos, may tanong si Carl Plazo. Recommend din po ba yung Webflow? Yes, Webflow. Um, my concern with Webflow is mas mataas ang learning curve ng Webflow, kung tutuusin. Naaalala ko si Webflow kay Adobe Dreamweaver. Yeah. But Webflow is a better option. Again, ganito lang yan, Wapmates. There's no perfect tool or platform that can handle any requirements. There's always, like, for example, System.io, this is a website builder, but this is really aligned for marketing. Funnels, sales funnels. Okay. Webflow, this is a very good alternative alternative kay WordPress if ang goal is to establish online presence. Kasi yung technicality, yung complexity ni WordPress, so far, ito pa rin yung isa sa pinaka-okay in terms of complexity. 'Di ba? Sa pag-achieve ng requirements. Webflow, this is a very good option. Kung ang goal lang naman ni is ma-establish niya yung credibility niya online, go. I would recommend Webflow. At may budget si client kasi may monthly yan eh. Shopify, you can start building Shopify for free if you go to Shopify partners. Free. Yung mga sinasabi ko na mga tools hangga't maaari is very flexible for you to start using. Yan. Hindi ako nagtuturo na, gumamit ka ng ClickFunnels. Walang free yun. Trial siya. Kailangan pa ng credit card. Yan, mga ganun. Okay? Carl Plazo, sana nasagot yung tanong mo. Yung mga iba, may mga bumalik pala, hindi ko napansin. Ayan. Paramdam lang kayo sa chat box kung may mga tanong kayo. Just have to remember that building a portfolio, kasi overthink is an ongoing process. As you gain more experience and expand your body of work, you can update and refine your portfolio to reflect your growth and expertise. Okay na yung meron kang portfolio kahit hindi ganun kaganda. At least pinasimulan ka. You can always update it along the way, Wapmates. Ang dami kong kilala. Diba? Siyempre, medyo bias tayo kasi web designer tayo. Okay? Ito na. How to find and attract clients. Number one, define mo yung niche mo. Mag-optimize ka ng profile mo. Leverage freelance platforms and social media. Yan. Let's go. Any questions so far? Para kaantay ako, inom lang akong tubig, mabilis lang. Yan. First, let's discuss the benefit. Yan. Siyempre, bago mo i-offer yung web design service mo, dapat alam mo kung paano mo muna siya ibenta. Alam mo yung benefits. Diba? You can learn a lot of marketing from Apple. Apple.com. Diba? May mga binebenta nilang diba? They sell the experience, not the tech, the specs. Diba? So instead of, you can have more, diba? More songs, mga ganyan, diba? Naalala ko yung mga panahon na binibenta nila yung iPad nila. Anyway, next. Establish a strong online brand. Ayan, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, brand identity. So having your own website name makes you more, diba? Credible. Mas legit ka. Immediately building trust between your brand and audience. Sa social media, you don't own it. So with social media comes a lack of ownership. The platform controls the content you publish through its terms and conditions control. Diba? Pero nga, diba, nawawala ng Facebook, nawawala ng IG. Diba? Sa website, kontrolado mo lahat. Hindi naman lahat. Most pala. Kasi may mga technicalities na hindi mo talaga makokontrol. Alright? But, again, disclaimer lang din. Wala namang masama. If you're a web designer, you can start with social media.
Kung wala ka pang budget, mag-system.io ka. Wapmates. Diba? Okay lang yun. Nag-start din naman ako sa wala eh. Diba? Lahat ng mga successful or yung mga kilala nyo na nagtatrive sa freelancing, nag-start din sa wala. Nag-start yan. Okay? So, huwag kayong ma-intimidate. Ang website, it is entirely customizable to suit your brand and business needs. So, more options regarding the look, feel, and features, customization. With social media, limited ka sa interface and function. So, kailangan mo i-follow yung mga size ng mga Facebook cover photo, ganyan, di ba? Layout, platform you're using. Instagram, TikTok. So, increase potential clients. Ito na. Again, at the end of the day, so the more informative your site, the more visitors, the higher it ranks across search engines, the more you're likely going to make sales. Leads, business, and dollars, income. Diba? Kaya, uh, ako, ang isa sa mga tips ko lagi, pag may client kayo, you treat your client's business like your business. It's mga secret recipe yan to be successful. Defining your niche. Ito na yung kanina. So, if you want to stand out agad, and so you can specialize in a particular area. Sabi natin, pwede rin palang tools, ayan, industry or market. Again, tools. Pag sinabi natin tools, kunyari, you're a specialist, system.io specialist, Elementor WordPress specialist, ayan, ganyan. In which you focus your freelance web design services. Finding the sweet spot where your passion and skills align with, syempre, ba't ka mag-o-offer ng something kung wala naman demand? Unless otherwise, you were able to start something na biglang nag-boom, nag-viral, di ba? So, may example tayo. Specializing in web design for e-commerce businesses such as for example, online store design development can help build a reputation and attract clients seeking expertise in that area. Diba? Ang unang impression, the more, pag nag-niche down ka, mas kumukonti ba yung, yes, well, yeah, technically, yes, mas kumukonti. Pero, mas naka-qualify mo yung mga future clients mo. Pag nagsisimula ka lang, nagsisimula ako, I always love working with startups. Kaya lang, eventually, masakit sa ulo. So, ang kagandahan, pag naka-expert ka na for example, Shopify expert ka na, mas naka-qualify mo na yung mga clients mo, 'di ba? Sila yung talagang willing magbayad kasi they know the value. They are educated with the e-commerce, they have experience, 'di ba? Kung startup 'yan, clarity na naman 'yan. Yan ang laging problema. Bigyan ko yung example, list of potential markets for web designers. O, yan na. Ito medyo general pa siya, hindi pa siya ganun super specific. Pinaghalo ko siya. Small businesses, startups and entrepreneurs, digital marketing or creative agencies, e-commerce, health and wellness, bloggers and content creators, real estate. Ito, real estate, maano rin to. Non-profit organizations, restaurants, travel and tourism, and more. Bigyan lang ako ng examples. Yeah, any questions so far sa potential markets? And so, sana nakakraft nyo na sa isip nyo, uy, ano bang magandang, na pwede, di ba? Kaya, kung ta-transition kayo sa freelancing, huwag nyo isipin na totally wala kayo na zero experience kayo. No. You have experience. Kailangan mo lang i-evaluate, i-assess maiging sarili mo kung ano yung ma-align mo based doon sa existing or past experience mo yan. Naano ko rin before, na lito rin ako before. Si Presi, may tanong, magkano po i-charge ang client pag e-commerce, local client at international client po? Well, meron tayong tinatawag na value-based pricing, no? I highly not recommend doing that. So pag sinabi nating value-based pricing is it matters what kind of person and what kind of business, 'di ba? Parang for example, ang isang malaking business just for the, 'di ba yung logo lang yung ganun, 'di ba? Depende of who's paying. But again, I not highly recommend it. So pagdating sa pag-charge, wala talagang tama or mali dito, but instead what you can do is try to go to Upwork or Fiverr. Sa Upwork kasi, pwede kang mag-sign up as parang employer or business owner. Tignan mo yung mga profile. Search mo sa Upwork, mga web design. Check mo yung mga china-charge nila sa e-commerce sila. Okay. I'll give an example. A simple web design and build. So, um ang design, for example, I'm going to charge $1,000. Dapat may experience ka ng konti doon. For the design, $400. Development, mataas ang value na. Lagi mataas ang value ng development, ha? Technicality yung pinag-uusapan natin dyan. O, kanyari, $600. O. Then, ililist mo pa yung, importante yung mga deliverables, 'di ba? Yung timeline mo, importante yan. 'Di ba? Kailangan ma-appreciate ni client yung value of what they're getting at. Okay? So, walang tama or mali. Depende sa, maraming factors yan, Prezi. Let me know, Prezi, if I was able to satisfy your question para at least, yun. Wala talagang tama or mali. But that's okay. Pricing is one of the most challenging question at hindi natatapos. Okay, kasi nga, wala talagang, wala talagang direct answer for that. Yan. Okay lang yan. Ako pinagdaanan ko yan. Ganyan din ako. And sometimes, lalo pag may mga bagong, di ba, hindi natin masabi. Optimizing your online presence. Ayan. So pag ano mo nakrap mo na sa utak ko, uy, I was able to, ganito, ganyan. I was able to, gusto ko i-serve yung mga ganitong businesses. Now it's time to optimize your online presence, yung profile mo. Diba? Again, kung nagsisimula ka pa lang, diba, simula mo sa social media, magsimula ka. Again, system.io, para naka-live agad. Diba? It involves managing and enhancing your online presence to achieve specific goals. Diba? Ano ba goal mo? To attract clients, diba? At the same time, mag-build ka ng personal brand mo and or showcase mo yung mga portfolio mo, mga services mo. To. Yan. Alright? So, to succeed as a web design freelancer, regularly updating your online profiles and content is important. An optimized online presence can boost your visibility and credibility in the competitive industry. Mapmates, ganito yan. Sa una lang talaga mahirap. Lalo, pag first client, mahirap talaga yan. First few clients, mga 2, 3. But once eventually na isang client na nasimulan mo is you were able to provide big value for their business. Yan. Tuloy-tuloy yan. Kahit hindi ka magpa-refer. And if you're, at pag nagpapakita ka ng Facebook mo, you are active, you're, okay? Building your own professional website. Ayan. Okay lang yan. Basta may masimulan kayo ng importante eh. To have an effective website, make sure it is professionally designed, easy to navigate, mobile responsive. Kasi display your portfolio, mga client. Ito yung isa sa mga first level of na gagawin mo. Mag-build ka ng credibility mo. So mag-provide ka ng clear description of your services. Don't forget to include yung, syempre yung call to action mo, di ba yung button? Para ma-encourage mo yung potential clients to get in touch. Book a discovery call with you, contact you through email. Diba? And kung magagawa kami, marami sa Pinterest, Dribble, pinakita ko na kanina. Maghanap ka rin ng mga mga ibang web designers, mga Pinoy, mga ikaw, bahala ka. Google, di ba? Pagsamasamahin mo sila. Okay? Just lang, ako siguro top 3 to actually top 5, ang dami na nga nakakalito. Huwag lang yung top 10, ganun, kasi ma-overwhelm ka naman. So, tingnan mo lang, di ba, instead na mag-Facebook at tignan mo sa mo, mag-research ka sa phone mo, di ba? Uy, parang, itong competitor na to, nag-resonate sa akin, di ba? Kopyahin mo. Gawin mong reference, ibahin mo, syempre. When you copy, yan, i-remix mo naman. So, ito na tayo. Web design tips on how to attract your ideal clients. Again, you must have a clear goal. Dapat may clarity ka. Keep it simple as possible. Make sure your website is mobile friendly. Clear goal. So before ka mag-offer ng service, syempre, i-consider mo, kanina pinag-uusapan natin to Webmates. Sino ba yung mga ideal clients mo? And having a clear goal in mind for them to follow. So this could include availing your services, di ba? Yung kanito. Dapat clear. Oo. Pwede mo naman, well, maganda na may masimulan ka rin syempre, di ba? What can you offer? Bakit nila kailangan magtiwala sa'yo? What are the benefits of working with you? Ano yung mga actions na should they take next? Yan. Ayan, may example ako. Ano lang man, sample lang naman siya. Hi, I'm a web designer developer. I design and build client-generating websites for startups and entrepreneurs. So I have a primary call to action button na get in touch. A secondary for them to see my portfolio. All right? So it helps your ideal customers or clients to take the next step with your business and move down. Keep it simple as possible and bawal ma-overwhelm. Once you have your goal set up for visitors your website, you need to remove every possible obstacle that might be in their way. Don't overthink as much as possible. But kung sinabi as much as possible, kasi normal yan. Walang problema dyan. Popmates, sa freelancing, mahirap. Walang makakaintindi sa inyo dyan. Diba? Ikwento mo yun sa kapitbahay mo, sa pinsan mo, sa kapatid mo, hindi ka nila maiintindihan. Kaya nga may mga community tayo na ito kasi tayo na nagkakaintindihan, di ba? Again, going back, most people have the regrettable habit of adding complexity to a situation. Yan, overthink kasi. When things look too simple, too easy, or even just too empty. And as much as possible, I want you to resist that urge. So, yung first instinct mo should be to remove things in the design na hindi naman kailangan. Sa dagdagan ng dagdag na wala namang reason. 'Di ba? Yun. Website friendly. Sorry parang luma yung tablet na ginamit ko yung Mac. Luma pa yung MacBook. So, 2023, 'di ba? Multi-screen society na tayo. So, it's very important na viewable across, ito madalas to. Common mistake to sa mga common problem sa mga aspiring Akala nila pag na-design nila yung desktop, okay na. No. You still have to check yung tablet, yung mobile, pinaka-importante. At para ma-appreciate nyo yan lalo, yan. May papakita ko sa inyong app. You can download this. Yan. Habang naglo-load, unahin ko muna to. Punta ka dito, responsively.app. One of my favorite tool. So ano ba to? Pag dinownload mo yan, in-install mo sa computer mo, ganito yan. Dali. Sumegway ako kasi naglo-load pa. Sabay-sabay kasi yung applications. So this is responsivelyup.com. Ayoko maging sponsor. Diba? So if I'm going to .com.ph, I'm going to put a URL here. Tama ba ako? Apple.com. Tama ba? Website ko, Apple. Page muna ako. Most likely mahal. Sabi na mali eh. Iba yung directory ni Apple sa Philippines. Yan. Copy-paste natin siya. I'm going to yan. Diba? May na-emulate na yung pang iPhone 14, 12, iPad, MacBook Pro. Kita nyo ba, Wapmates? Kita ba? Yan. So, by using responsively.app, I can mimic or emulate the other views. Ayan. Kaya pag nag-design ka, before kayo part ng QA to, before kayo mag-go live, whether it's a new or revamped website, always check. But again, it will never be pixel perfect in every devices. But somehow perfect. Di ba? And so, responsive web design is one of the most important. Yan. Diba? Nako-compare mo. Alright? Tapos ko na to. Tulog na iba? Still there? Si Presi lang ba yung active? Sino ba yung isa? Si Joel lang ba active? Ayan. Still there? Matatapos na to. Ayan, ayoko masyadong kainis. First time ko kasi dinagdagan ng slides to. Akala ko kakayanin ng 1 hour lang. So, just want to double check if you are still there, watching or listening at least. Ayan. Yung mga questions ba kayo? Nalilito ba kayo? Ayan. Ayan, may mga nagparamdam na hindi ko nakikita kanina. Si Nona.
O si dito pa po. Ayan. So I hope you are, still here po. Tanong ni Joel Rivera, may bearing po ba yung browser ng user or responsiveness? What do you mean? Kasi ang minsan nagiging issue actually is, for example, kasi alam naman natin, napaka-common ni Google Chrome. Sometimes there are issues with iba yung view sa Edge, Microsoft Edge. May mga ganun, actually. Hindi may iwasan yun. Diba? Aside from testing, ayan, yan nga. Yung browser, so, platform. Yes. I suggest you also test if possible. Diba? You can also do that. Ayan. Yung iba, tulog na. Proceed na ako, pero pwede kayo magparamdam sa chat box if hindi pa kayo tulog. The number of mobile viewers now outnumbers ito nga, desktop. And this number will only continue to rise as global smartphone accessibility increases. Yeah, responsive design is one of the most important part of any modern web strategy. And it should be part of yours too. Yan. Kapag mo kayo ng website, uy, okay na yung desktop, okay na to. No, it doesn't work that way. Ito na. Ano ba, Pix, okay ba yung so far yung sa client natin kanina, no? I mean, sa client getting. So, leveraging freelance platforms and social media. Ito na. Yan. Krisa. Tama ba yung pronunciation? Krisa? Krisa? Yan, double Z kasi. So, there are many ways for a freelance web designer to connect with your potential client and find work. The very first and obvious option is N. Diba? Pag sinabi nating freelance, naman yung common yan, di ba? Oh, Upwork, apply ka sa Upwork, hanap ka sa online jobs, etc. Fiverr, freelancer, yan, di ba? Yun yung common lang naman to. So I have a list. Yan. Upwork, online jobs. You can, like after this webinar, or you have time next week, di ba? Check mo lang Upwork online para mas ma-appreciate mo yung tinuturo ko. Freelancer, Fiverr, yan. Pag wala kang magawa. Yan. So, eto lang dalawa yung pupuntahan nyo. Freelance platforms and social media where you can get clients. At mind you, no one can really tell where you're going to thrive. Kahit ako, hindi ko masasabi. Saka mag-i-ano dyan. So, all you have to is to check and see, evaluate, reassess nyo yung sarili nyo. And Facebook, pag sinabi sa Facebook, actually depende sa market eh. Like, for example, on Facebook, for example, mga online coaches, mga makikita mo yun sa mga groups. Ayan, di ba? Pag sa LinkedIn, ito yung mga professional na, di ba, personal lang Facebook, mas ganun yung approach niya talaga eh. LinkedIn, mga direct, mga CEO yan, sa US. Instagram, kasi more on aesthetics kasi to design eh. Napapansin ko dito mga health and wellness, ganyan. TikTok, nag-explore pa ako pero I have other network na yun nga nakakuha ng clients through TikTok, lalo sa local. Ayan. Okay. Tubig lang ako. Next. Medyo mahaba to. Number 1, increase your online presence by regularly sharing your work sa Facebook, engaging with your audience, and participating in industry discussions on social media platforms where your potential clients spend their time. Yan. So for example, tinarget ko mga online coaches and mas visible sila sa Facebook group. So sasali ako sa mga online coaches group. Magpapapansin ako doon. Magla-like ako, magko-comment ako. Yung comment na hindi lang basta okay. Yung may meaning naman, syempre. It should be genuine what mates na. Ito, common question to. Paano ako mag-optimize ng profile if I have many friends? I have ganito, ganyan. Sa Facebook, there's an option where uh, pwede nyo i-filter yon kung nahihiya kayo. Walang problema doon. Common yan eh. Common problem yan eh. Nahihiya. Ganito, ganyan. Tapos, pag kumikita na, mangutang naman, di ba? Di ba? Biglang nagkakaroon ng maraming kaibigan. Ako, wag niyo akong gayahin kasi gumawa ako ng ibang Facebook. Yung bago kong kasing Facebook, that was 2020 nung gumawa ako. Sineperate ko talaga siya. Totally wala ako masyadong personal friends.
doon sa Facebook ko. Ito yung ginagamit kong Facebook. Ayan. So, okay, but alternatively, filter it out yung privacy mo kung nahihiya ka. Alright? Number two, your branding should be consistent across all your online platforms from your website to social media proof. Yan. Siyempre, pag gumawa ka ng Facebook, dapat yung branding mo similar, same sa IG, Instagram, LinkedIn, di ba? Keep your profiles up to date with informative and engaging content such as yung mga case. And as you go along, your experience case studies, showcase mo yung expertise mo, maintain mo yung visitor interest. Yan. Consistency is key dito, what mates. Yan. Any questions so far? Resources na tayo. Yan, para makapag-start na kayo. Share ko na sa inyo. Actually, share ko na iba kanina eh. Oh, ito pa yung mga ibang website builders. Squarespace, actually hindi na totally free kasi ito eh. Squarespace nga ba ito? Baka nagkamali ako. GoDaddy, hindi masyado. Striking di pwede. Yan. Ito yung kanina yung Webflow. Wix pwede. Site 123, Shopify. Yan. You can explore those. Actually, dumadami nga. May mga bago na naman eh. So, no one can really tell. Ang dami. Ang hirap sumabay. But as much as possible, if you can go along with what's trending, with, diba, what's happening, yan. Ito talaga, yung adaptability talaga natin eh, importante. Yan, hosting, domain. Ako, hostinger ko, 4 years, 5 years na ba ako dito? Mga ganun. Package ko nandito yung hosting ko, yung domain ko. If you want just domain name chip, mas mura naman siya, walang problema. So it's up to you, hindi ko kayo pipigilan. There are many more of these. Alright? Kung may nag-recommend sa'yo, okay lang, walang problema. Ito na. Tools and platforms I use. Figma, Canva, ayan. Yan, ito yung mga ginagamit ko. System.io, hindi ko pala nailagay, sorry. Yan, may tanong na si Krisa. Question po, mas okay po ba na, ano ba to? Ilang paint sa, mabilis lang to. Wait lang, Wapmates. May nag-trigger lang sa display ko. Yan. Okay. Yan. Question po, mas okay po ba na i-cater ang iba't ibang field like coaches, different niche, beauty e-commerce kaysa mag-focus sa iisa muna? May pros and cons naman eh. Ganito kasi yan, Krisa. Niching down, it is a process. 'Di ba? Parang ano yun eh. Parang, ano ba naalala ko dito? Parang pag kumain ka, 'di ba, pag kumain ka sa isang, kaya sa Vikings, or kanina kasi kumain kami sa Tongyang Plus eh. Eh, since hindi naman ako bago sa Tongyang Plus, alam ko na yung kakainin ko. Yun. Pero kung bago ka sa isang mga ganun na unlimited, ganyan, 'di ba? So you're going to try. So, anong ibig ko sabihin dito? Again, re-evaluate mo yung sarili mo dito. Tignan mo kung saan ka mas nagre-resonate. Try it first. Select, okay lang kahit hindi ka mag-specialize agad-agad mag-niche, no? Pwede ka mag-niche up ng konti. So, for example, nabanggit mo yung coaches, di ba? Ang ginawa ko before, for example, dati nag-niche down ako, health and wellness. Parang may something. Nag-niche up ako, nag-online coaches ako. Ganyan. So, are you getting my point, Krisa? Yung pros and cons yan, pareho. Pero again, the more you specialize, mas numinipis ang market, pero the more na mas tumataas ang opportunity mo. Okay? Joel, Coach, have you tried Affinity Photo? Hindi ko pa siya na-try, pero I'm very familiar with that alternative. I'm going to share something that is more okay. Yan, ito, Popmates. And for sure. I have this, pakita ko yung, si Figma actually does have a, dito, ba't pa na lumalabas to? Ang Figma may mga plugins kasi to eh, to improve its features. So, for example, hanap pa ako dito ng, alam niyo bang may Photoshop siya sa loob?
But it's not really Photoshop, but it's Photo P. It's like having a Photoshop inside Figma. Ay, hindi pala na-select. Group mockup pala to. Kailangan nakaselect sa image para mas ma-appreciate nyo. Naglo-load yung Photo P. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but this is very, very similar Photoshop alternative. Mas hawig niya pa to kaysa kay Affinity. Naglo-load. Dami ko kasi applications eh. Kahit sabihin, naka 16 gig na ako pero bagal pa rin. Running Photo P pa siya. Harvey, I'm not sure, but will do my best to produce a replay. Tignan natin, walang problema. Kasi i-update ko rin yung ano eh. Ang bagal. Ang bagal mo. Napapaya ako dito tuloy. Teka, cancel ko nga. Hanap ako ng mas maanong image. Paano nila Ay, kailangan kasi image. Teka lang Hanap lang ako image dito. Mabilis lang. Sana yung may mga image ako maliliit dito eh. Meron ako dito. Ako, laki pala nung ayan. Pag nagsasabay lang talaga Wapmates yung zoom, tsaka to, ayan, bumabaga. Oh, 'di ba? Panisang Photoshop. Meron akong ano, meron akong Photoshop sa loob ng Figma. Kita niyo Wapmates? 'Di ba? If you're using Photoshop, for sure makaka-relate ka sa sinasabi ko. Filter yan. Hindi lang siya ganun syempre kasing advanced like, 'di ba? Hindi naman kasi ako masyado na nagpo-Photoshop nowadays eh. Yan. Josh, just sharing. Next. And you can use kanina yung color palette, yung colors. 'Di ba? Parang PS nga talaga eh, Photoshop. Yan. Go full page to screenshot yung full page. What font to know, color pick, and Google Fonts. Yan. So if you want to learn more, Wapmates, you want to discover how to become a highly in-demand web designer, hindi mo kailangan ma-overload or over info, yan. Kung newbie ka, completely beginner, build your web design freelance, yan. So mag-o-open tayo ng, yan, yung batch 12 natin. So opening tayo sa yung ating website, no-code development and tech essentials, complete step-by-step guide for freelancers po siya. So ito yung sum lang naman ng mga happy WAP Pro students natin. Marami pa to actually, parang yung kanina sa webinar. Here's what you're going to get when you enroll today. So marami, ang laki po ng value niyan. Hindi lang yung course, pati yung exclusivity ng WAP Pro. Yung support Wapmates, coaching call, support system, it's priceless. Yung mga template yan, makukuha niyo yung mga web design. Sorry, hindi na po applicable yung 1 month free web hosting access I-clear ko lang. Yan. Tapos, yan. So, yung course outline natin, 10 plus hours, lagi ko pong ina-update. Actually, mag-a-update ako ulit ng version 2.0. If you want to start the journey, ayan, paano ba? Click nyo lang yung link. Ano lang, kung gusto nyo lang silipin. Diba? Wala naman, hindi naman siya sapilitan. Alright. Again, Q&A, Wapmates. Questions so far. Before we wrap this up, Saturday night, hindi ko alam, baka may mga ano pa dito, may mga lakad pa yung ano. Ayan, bye-bye. Bye guys. Ayan. Have a great night. Bye-bye.